Good morning, everyone. It's Tammy, and today I'm going to make something called overnight chicken pasta. So the preference is that you use pasta, but you don't have to boil the pasta first. So I have a half a box of elbow macaroni, so this is about 8 ounces. I also need some dry ranch seasoning, a can of cream of mushroom, a can of cream of chicken, rotisserie chicken. If you have a rotisserie chicken, just use that. I'm just using some that I purchased. You're going to need a cup and a quarter of milk, and the same with chicken broth. So I'm using my Better Than Bouillon. I love this stuff. And it is the morning right now for me. So the first thing I'm going to do is add my chicken to my bowl. So you just want a big bowl. And this is nice, it's just already pre-cut and ready to go. Gosh, it sounds like it's gonna storm out there. But I think it's the landscape company behind me. Sorry, I had to take a peek because my dog is out there. And then I'm going to add my soups. So a can of cream of chicken, and a can of cream of mushroom. I did get out a spatula, but I think I'm going to get a different one because I like this little one that I got at the Dollar Tree. It has 2 ends, and I like that it has a small end to get out the stuff from the cans. Same thing with my cream of mushroom soup. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds crazy out there, but I think it's just the landscape company. And I'm going to use a bigger spatula to actually mix everything with. I'm going to go ahead and put my milk in, and it said a quarter of a cup, so, or a cup and a quarter. So that's about right. And then it's the same with the bouillon, so I'm going to add a cup and a quarter of bouillon. So for me, that just means adding water and then some of this bouillon, instant bouillon. Oh goodness, I haven't opened this one yet apparently. And I'm just going to mix this all around and add my ranch seasoning. I almost forgot that. Of the ranch seasoning, it says 1 package, so that's about 2 ounces. And it is very liquidy, but you expect it to be that way because you're adding the noodles still. And you can either leave it in the bowl and cover it up, or you can go ahead and pour it into a casserole. And I think I'm going to leave mine in the bowl and cover it up, and then I'll pour it into a casserole because I'm really not sure what size I need yet. And I'm really not sure if I'm going to make 2 meals out of it. I guess this is my real, it says to use a 9x13 casserole, which is fabulous, but it's just Dennis and I eating tonight, so I certainly don't need a 9x13. I'm kind of thinking I might separate it into 2. I don't know yet. Or I might take some to my son or invite them over or something. We'll see. I don't know yet. So I'm just going to leave it in the bowl since I don't know yet. Dump in my elbow macaroni and stir that around. And before I bake this, I will put cheese on top, but I'll show you that later. But this is what it looks like right now. Just kind of a little mess. I'm just going to cover that with some foil and let it sit all day until I'm ready to make it. All right, so I came back to it after having it covered, and this is what it looks like. Kind of like pasta soup, which I guess it should, since it's what it mostly is. I'm gonna take a pan. Oh, sorry, excuse me, Wei. Spray it down a little bit with my weak sprayer. Goodness gracious, it might be time to get a new one. And I'm just going to pour this in. And I just decided to make all of it because it didn't look like it was as much as I thought. Of course it's going to be too much, but we can have leftovers, and it looks like it'll be lunch for the rest of the week, or at least a couple or 3 days. And I'm going to top it with a little bit of cheese. Because everything's better with a little bit of cheese. And I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 25-30 minutes, and I'll let you see when it's done. Okay, it just came out of the oven. It looks delicious. It is very hot because it did just come out, and I did put it on broil for the last 2 minutes or so. So it hasn't cooled yet, so it'll thicken up when it cools a little. I just want to go ahead and get a little sampling so we can see how it is. So I'm going to get a little bit of the chicken and at least an egg noodle. I don't know that I want that big of a bite because it's going to be hotsy-totsy. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really good. It's actually better than I expected it to be. I would say it needs some pepper. Other than that, it's perfect. Hope you guys try it. Hope you like it.